In honor of counting what matters, we wanted to invoke the original data analyst himself. So we're going to start with and talk about why the L&D measurement areas are broken. And it's not that they've always been broken, it's that we're in a new era of measurement and needing to prove impact. So we're going to show you how practice-based learning creates real data that can track. We're going to discuss what metrics actually matter. And then finally, we're going to connect all of that to the business results that make your CFO happy.
Rather than waiting the months, the typical, you have like 30 to 60 to 90 days to find out if your solution was actually changing. You could identify gaps immediately and adjust in real time based on the feedback that you're getting from people and how you're seeing how they're answering things. And finally, I would say it would allow me to make strategic decisions. So I joked earlier about, all of the power skills, right? But that's typically, as I've been in corporate America, everybody wants everyone to develop everything. But if you're able to really pinpoint, what skills are really driving the business outcomes versus focusing on the laundry list, it will really help you in terms of resource management and, moving the dial more quickly.
You can use learning analytics to take your business strategy and performance and your people to new heights. Let me bring this now all together to capture this in three key takeaways. So, first, from a data and analytics, you're not just improving the richness of your learning data, you are enhancing insights for everyone in the ecosystem. Second, when we are doing practice and performance, this isn't traditional learning anymore. You are doing hands-on skill building and being able to incorporate diagnostics and assessments that's going to accelerate how quickly your people are able to acquire and retain new skills. And then finally, when we think about scale and personalization, this type of adaptive type of experiences will engage learners. It's going to help them understand their own success stories and be owners of that. So when we are able to successfully implement this type of learning experiences in our ecosystem, that's going to create positive ROI for our business.
So let's talk about the no connection to business KPIs. So I was talking to a chief HR officer the other month, and he really was just saying, I don't really care about completion rates. I care that my sales team can close more deals. And okay, it's like, all right, well, how do we participate in that conversation? But she was absolutely right. And we have to speak the same language here in L&D. We want to speak the same language that the C-suite is speaking, because that's where the business decisions are happening. And that's where they're speaking about revenue and they're speaking about risk. And there is a way to align what we're measuring in terms of skills, that skills validation, to business impact.
This actually gets to kind of this last level of reporting for administrators and learning leaders. When we have the ability to track skills performance over time, this means that you are able to truly assess how individuals, teams, regions are moving the needle towards your business KPIs. The real power lies in some of this granular data where you can see exactly how learners are excelling or struggling in their choice making. You're able to identify gaps. And that's now going to allow you to see through time where you might need to make changes to help these individuals.
If I ever have a dream, it's to build an executive simulation that's 3 days in real life with actors. And you walk in as a CEO of a pharma company, and literally 2 minutes into the simulation, you're having issues with a drug that went wrong, and people are dying, and the PR people, and just give them that stress that you talked about. Because that's real. It's easy for me. Oh yeah, I would do this, and this in a safe environment. But put me where there's a little bit of pressure, not stress, but pressure. I think my results and my outcome and my thinking would be different. See, that stuff's fascinating to me. And I think what you've opened the window for me anyway is like, this stuff can be possible. This is something you can build and think about today.